All right, we're back. Episode 2, Diaries of an Online Coach. I can't even tell if my lens is dirty. I just got back from a pitiful run. I wouldn't even call it a run. It was ridiculous. So, we're still rolling with the no intro for now. That's just what we're gonna do. Because the goal is more video consistently in 2022. That is literally my marketing strategy. But I wanted to come on here and chat. So it is, I have to bend down. It is, what is the day? Wednesday. It is Wednesday. And the last video I did was on Monday. It was the first Monday of this New Year's. I don't like this. And I'm really hungry. But it was the first Monday of the new year. Today is the 5th. Yesterday was not a good day. And I was gonna record and I couldn't get myself to record. Monday was a really good day until nighttime hit and just floods and floods of beating myself up, feeling like I'm not where I wanna be, feeling like I'm not a good enough mom, feeling like I don't give my kids everything that I could be giving them, like just all the things, comparisonitis. It went down a really bad rabbit hole. And yesterday I woke up not really feeling that great either. I actually took most of the day off. I still created content because that's in my blood and that's what I do. I've learned that running a business online, you have to show up online or you're not open for business. And so I still show up anyways, but I don't spend too much, when I'm feeling those feelings, I don't spend too much time online. I went with my husband yesterday. We went on a hike, we went out to lunch, just kind of hung out. And that was good. I was feeling actually really better by the end of the day. And sometimes I think that what we really need to do is we really just need to feel our feelings and sit with them. And that's the most uncomfortable fucking thing ever, especially when we live in a society that is like toxic positivity. It's kind of funny because we live in the society that I believe is a lot of toxic positivity, but also it's like nobody wants to admit that they're positive. So it's like a catch-22 because it's like, we're supposed to be positive all the time, but you're also supposed to feel like shit all the time. Like there's no middle ground. And I think finding that middle ground feels, my arms are shaking. I went for a run but after I did my workout. And so I think it's like finding that middle ground and learning to be okay with just like not good days and that's okay. So, hi Rezzy, you say hi to the people, I know. It's like, where'd you go, Mom? So I woke up this morning and I realized that I needed to really give myself grace. This is like the most awkwardest position I could be in, I think. I really need to give myself some grace and compassion. And it was funny because I actually pulled the compassion card out. And also I have been doing this 365-day journal challenge. So I started on Christmas Day. So today is day 10 and it's really, really been helping me a lot. And not just journaling like affirmations and my goals and that sort of thing. Like I've done that for years, but really like having conversations with myself because the reality is like we have all the answers inside of ourselves. We just have to dig them out. And that's what is really cool about coaching is that coaches are able to have the modalities to pull them out of you and to really shift you. And you can't always do it on your own. And I know that, but I do have those modalities at my fingertips, so I'm going to use them on myself. Why not? And so just kind of like having conversations with myself and asking myself like, okay, how are you feeling? And why are you feeling this way? And what is the actual truth? And the truth that really came out is like the people that I'm comparing myself to and the fact that I'm feeling like I'm not far enough along, like time is fucking irrelevant, right? I don't know if I said this in the last video or not, but like time is literally irrelevant and everybody is on their own journey in their own way and their own things. And so while I might want some things that other people have, I don't want their life at all. Like I want my life. I love my life. I love what I have. I love what I created. Like I remember being a little girl thinking like I want to be married and have 2 boys. Like I said that from when I was little. And I want to have this life. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Well, I wanted to be in broadcast media, and now I'm on social media. It wasn't a thing when I was little. Anyways, and so like looking at other people's lives, like I don't want their lives. I don't want the way that they live. Do I want some of the things that they have? Yes, but that'll come with time. And I have to remember that it's okay. And everything's working out exactly as it should and exactly as it's supposed to. And I get to create my reality, and I get to choose the way that I feel on a day-to-day basis. And so, you know, I feel like a lot of times we get to the end of the day, like I was saying before, like we have a really good day, we get to the end of the day and we just beat ourselves up. Sometimes we got to feel those feelings. And then sometimes we got to say, like, what is the reason that this mean girl is coming and talking to me? What is the reason that she's coming out and she's being a complete bitch, right? There is a reason, and it's not just to beat ourselves up. Like, she's trying to keep me safe, right? She's trying to keep me safe. But it's okay, because no matter what, I am safe. And so you can choose to listen, and you can choose to say, okay, I appreciate what you're saying and I appreciate these thoughts, but they're no longer serving me, and I'm going to release them, and I'm going to let them go, and I'm going to move on. And those thoughts will still kind of creep up, and you have to keep having that conversation with yourself and say, listen, I got it from here. You can come with me if you want, but I don't need you to keep butting into my life and doing this to me. And this was actually something that I did over the past, like in November and December, because I was having these nights, like every single night. It was awful. It was like anxiety. It was like me being a complete bitch to myself. And I worked my way out of that. But that doesn't mean that those thoughts and those things don't creep back in. Like, you don't come to a spot where you're like you've arrived. Like, it still happens. And it happens to people who have the things that you want too. So it's hard, but you got to put your blinders on. You got to stay. Why are there flies in January? You got to stay in your own lane, and you got to just keep going. So I have a plan for today. I have a few live videos I'm going to do. I have some content that I'm going to create, and we're just going to keep going, because we don't fucking give up over here. And that's all I got for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 2, and we'll be talking to you in episode 3.